Hey everyone, have you ever wondered if any US states could actually join Canada? It sounds wild, but let's dive into some surprising connections that might make you think twice. First up, Oregon. Did you know Oregon shares over $4 billion in trade with Canada annually? Beyond economics, Oregon and Canada see eye to eye on big issues like healthcare, climate policy, and labor rights. Some residents even suggest joining Canada instead of neighboring Idaho through the Greater Idaho Movement. If federal policies keep clashing with Oregon's progressive values, could they actually consider making such a bold move? It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Next, let's talk about Alaska. Geographically isolated from the continental US, Alaska has strong ties to Canada through its key industries: oil, seafood, and natural resources. Canadian firms heavily invest in Alaska's energy sector, and the two have significant defense cooperation through NORAD. Given these connections, plus Alaska's unique history as a former Russian territory, some wonder if Alaska might lean north in times of national instability. Now, Vermont. Did you know that Vermont was an independent republic before joining the US in 1791? Some residents still have that spirit of independence today. Economically, Vermont has strong trade relationships with Quebec and aligns with Canadian values in agriculture, renewable energy, and social programs. If national politics keep diverging from Vermont's values, could they look north for a better fit? It's a fascinating thought. Michigan is next on our list. With around $80 billion in trade annually with Canada, Michigan's economy is deeply intertwined with its northern neighbor. The Detroit-Windsor corridor is one of North America's busiest trade routes, and the state's automotive industry relies heavily on Canadian manufacturing. Historically, after the Toledo War in the 1800s, some even considered the possibility of Michigan joining Canada. While that never happened, the strong ties make it a plausible conversation during tough times. Minnesota shares over 500 miles of border with Canada and exported more than $7 billion in goods to the country in 2023. They share cultural traits, similar climates, and even overlapping accents. Politically, Minnesota's progressive stance on healthcare, environmental protection, and social programs aligns more with Canadian values. If the US experienced major upheaval, could Minnesota's deep connections and shared values with Canada prompt serious discussions about realignment? Lastly, Washington State. With more than $20 billion in trade with Canada in 2023 and significant imports of hydroelectric power from British Columbia, Washington's economy is closely tied to its northern neighbor. Culturally and politically, Washington aligns with Canada on many fronts. There have even been proposals for high-speed rail connecting Seattle and Vancouver. With such close ties, could Washington consider re-evaluating its national affiliation in a crisis? So, could US states ever join Canada? While it might seem far-fetched, the deep economic, political, and cultural connections make it a fascinating topic. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more surprising content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.